primer, you're gonna spray the
10.
setting spray on your face. Why did I write
Five.
This one.
So this one 5 minutes, right?
Setting spray.
Setting spray. Which
This spray.
the first one, second one. 这个
Okay, there is a difference
second one.
between a setting spray and a fixing spray.
So
You guys have a setting spray.
so like this.
Fixing is the final step.
So like this also.
Yes, just close your eyes and
Okay.
spray it everywhere.
Okay.
So the second.
Yes, make sure you keep a distance.
The
So after
okay.
primer, you apply your
分
setting
แรง
spray.
After this one.
After this, you apply.
theก็
We're gonna do the eyes first though, so let's just do the eyes first. So this is your eye primer. This is an eye primer. You see how you have a primer for your face? This is primer for the eyes.
okay. This one.
Okay, I want you to remember the term transition,
Eyeshadow.
color, and
What she said now?
Oh, after this one, put the eyelid.
Eyelid.
Yeah, this here. This two stop.
yes,
Put the
you
eyelids.
put your eye primer
Yeah.
on your eyelid.
Yeah.
This
This one using for the
for your eyelids,
Here.
just to
Your
cover
eyelid.
your entire eyelids. It's very liquidy, so just apply a little bit and just put it all over.
Eyelid. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So you have two different eyeshadow palettes. One has more cool tones, one has more warm tones. This is more warm, kind of.
Yeah.
This is more cool tones.
what?
This one.
What that mean?
Cool
Like a
tones.
bright? Like
No, cool tones as in more bluish, more softer colors, more green. We are gonna go with the warm tones today. Why? Because warm tones or neutral colors, as we talked about earlier, has equal parts cool, equal parts warm. Neutral colors match every skin color. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the palette we might have to work with both, but we're not going for something too extreme today. So I would like to use this palette.
Okay.
Okay. Transition color, accent color. What does that mean? So your transition color is going to be the color that you will use to blend out your accent color. So
So your accent color would be the main color or the darker color?
your accent color could be your darker color. Where is my? Oh, there it is. Okay.
only use the
Yes, for your eyelid. Yeah. Maybe don't. Yeah. But you need either your moisturizer for your exam or a good primer that you have in your kit. Okay. So the main color or the accent color that we're gonna work with goes here on your eyelid. Your transition color goes here. Now I'm only working with 2, maybe 3 colors here, but again, if you do it professionally, you're gonna be working with multiple colors here. But you don't need to do that. You just wanna learn basic makeup already. So we'll focus on figuring out what color we're gonna use here and what color here. This will give a gradient. So this, when you blend it out, it's gonna look very even with the bottom one. But the bottom one could be lighter, could be darker, doesn't matter. But this is supposed to be a color that you blend into the accent color. Does that make sense to anyone? Yes, no?
Yes.
you're gonna grab your accent. You're gonna use this brush.
This one.
All of them. This one after.
Use this one.
Okay. Now, how do you do this? What color are you using? Brown. Which one? You use this one? Okay. So, how do you do this? You're gonna grab your palette. You're gonna dab. This, so the movement I'm showing you right now is very common with just applying every single thing that you wanna work with. You dab. You don't do this on your palette. You dab.
You want the shimmery or you want?
Take whichever you want.
Oh,
This is gonna go on your, as your accent color. Make sure when you apply the product, the product is covering the entire brush
Yeah, okay.
completely. See?
Which color?
2/3 of the way.
The last one.
This one.
Now, you've done this, you're gonna tap. Tap, tap. 3 times, very light,
Huh?
not too hard. Okay. Yeah, maybe here, because I want to show everyone. So, you're gonna close your eye. If you have a mirror in front of you, you're gonna do this, because you want your entire eyelid to be exposed, right? You're gonna go very gently. Like this. I hate this primer so much, because it doesn't even let you get the product on the skin. You're gonna tap, 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 all over. Terrible. This primer is terrible. So something else you could do, if you don't like the primer, is you can apply concealer that you have. Hold. When you hold your brush, you're gonna hold it like a pencil. You're gonna go very light on your client or on yourself.
that's way dark.
No, she chose dark. No, it can be super light as well. You're gonna angle your brush this way to get the corners. You're gonna cover the entire area with your product. Now, if it's not enough product, we're gonna go in again. Every time you go back for more product, you're gonna tap. It's gonna go a little bit higher here.
Okay.
And you're gonna create half moon. Yes? Okay. That's part 1. I'm just showing you something like super easy. The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna grab, one thing to remember with makeup, always trust the process, because it looks so messy at the start, but it's all gonna work out together. You're gonna grab this brush. This is the next brush. It's a little bit sharp, but you could use it for blending. Without grabbing any product, this is a clean brush. You're gonna grab a clean brush. You're gonna start doing circles. You're gonna do the circles and lift your brush. Circle, lift, circle, lift, circle, lift. Until you can get all these edges blended up. The other thing you could also do is this. Very, very lightly. Because you're trying to blend out the rough edges. The circle,
And that's the same shade?
that's the same shade. I'm not adding any other
That's
color.
no color.
I'm just trying to blend out before I add my second color, which is my transition color. Now, notice that there's no product here.
Yeah.
It's because of my ugly primer. You do need that product to be fully pigmented and fully covering this part of the eye. But it's not. So I'm just blending out the edges. Just like that. Okay. That's part one. Super messy. Don't worry about it. What you're also going to do now is you are going. Oh my god.
So you always
So right
start the
now,
eyes
are you
first.
using only one color, right?
I'm using one color for now. I don't want to go in with the other color.
You always do the eyes first in makeup?
No. Well, as I wrote on the board too, you could do it both ways. But I chose this way. Color. I want to go with a color that is 2 to 3 shades different from the color that she chose, because I want to make a very gradient look. So she chose this. I'm gonna go with something in the similar tone. So either something like this, I could even go with that, even with this, right? But I'll go with the lightest one, because I just want to show you guys. Grab the product, tap it a little bit.
So the transition color with the blending brush.
Yes, with the blending brush, always. You could also do the transition color first, before you apply. Now the good thing about the blending brush is that, look at the bristles of this versus the bristles of this. See how fluffy it is? You want that fluffiness. Why? Because when you apply it into your product, it gets on the fluff only. It doesn't go into the brush, so it's not that dense. So it spreads out the product. I'm gonna do a transition like that. I'm gonna blend out as much as possible. I always also do this a little bit. And then blend it out. Now, the reason why this doesn't look that good right now is because the primer is not a good primer.
The one in our makeup set?
Which
So
brand is
I
good?
would suggest, which primer is good?
Yeah.
Urban Decay. They have a primer, it's purple. It's a purple too. By far, the best primer you can get for eyes. You blend it out, you try to blend out the edges as much as possible. Now, you grab another clean brush, pointed tip a little bit, but it's still a little bit fluffy. And you're gonna blend the transition with the accent, you know, that edge that we created. We're gonna try to blend that out. Blending is always circular motion, preferably. So always this, like a pencil. You'll be very gentle. You're gonna blend it out like that. Now, I don't like the density, I don't like the intensity of that color, so I'm gonna go in with more. I'm gonna lift her eye. I'm gonna tap, tap, tap. Very gently. I'm gonna go in with the brush that we initially started with to blend out the edges here. Very lightly. I'm gonna blend this out. Sorry to make you stand. I apologize, hon. I'm gonna keep blending out.
Can you do an eyeshadow with one color?
Yes, you can. You just change the intensity of it. I do that all the time. You alright? Not bad. Okay, now I want to clean it up. How do I do that? Right up. Now, I'm still not done because her brow bone needs highlighter. I don't think you have a highlighter in your kit. Maybe you do, I don't know. But you're gonna dab it into either the white one or shimmery if you want to go with a shimmer color. This is shimmer. You see how it has glitter inside? This is not shimmer. This is matte shimmer. Matte shimmer. So I'm gonna go with a shimmery one because her eye look is matte. I'm gonna use my finger, my pinky, I'm gonna put it on her face. Just gonna apply on her brow bone. Just like that. And also, you also apply highlighter over here. A very, very tiny bit. Turn around. Like that. This is not open, so I'm gonna grab a cotton pad, or you can even use Q-tip if you want to be a little bit more precise. You're gonna add makeup remover.
They don't need any foundation or concealer because
Normally they
take the
put
makeup
concealer,
remover?
yeah.
If she goes over here.
Yeah, that have.
Over there, like the left.
I
No, she said even primer or concealer, you can use concealer.
Okay, so there are two ways to clean up your eyeshadow mess. I'm just gonna draw a line. Now, there isn't enough product on this.
Some people do it with a concealer, right?
Or a concealer, yes. I like this method a lot better. That's why I said no foundation beforehand. And you clean it up. Draw a line here. Now the good thing about doing that is when you draw out her eyeliner, which you can do on your own, thank you. You already have a line here. So when you draw the eyeliner, close your eyes, you're gonna go with the line that you currently have right now. I'm just blending out this part. You know?
But that's more like for night makeup because it's heavy.
Yeah, that's the color she chose.
Yeah.
But we only work with two colors.
And
In
the
this look.
eyeliners we got, it's the liquid one. I didn't even open the
so this is the dark one and yellow one.
It's the-
Yes, that's
Okay.
the one that she chose. So she chose her accent color, so she chose that color. So I went with a lighter color to transition. So the transition color was, the transition color was this.
This.
She chose this for accent color. She chose this for transition. I chose this for transition color. She might have gone with this. She maybe didn't even want another color. You could do the same shadow with one color. If you blend out, do a small amount for transition, large amount for accent.
Okay.
Simple terms.
for this line here, how do you decide it based on?
So when you open your eyes, I go based on pretty much the bone,
Okay.
your temporal bone over there. Is it your temporal bone?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one also,
So it has to stop here. You can't go like.
you can go, I
You
always
can.
go further.
You can.
Always.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I just want my eyes to look like cat eye.
Okay.
So when I do my eyeshadows, I always do this movement. So here, this part always has, I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys the photo. So you could just drag this on and blend it like this.
Yes, that's better.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you can just, that will make the eyes look longer.
And then if I want to put a line under, then it would just go like that.
It would just
right?
go like that, yeah.
Okay.
And the eyeliner, you will always start at the end of the eye where your tear duct could be. You draw a line and then you go back. But eyeliner, I have to show you. So let's start with the eyeshadow first.
Okay.
Practice. And then we'll do the eyeliner.